My name is Kay. I'm a compulsive overeater, and abstinence is the most important thing in my life today. And I weigh and measure 3 meals off the gray sheet, write them down, call them into my sponsor, and don't eat in between no matter what. And through God's grace, I've been able to do that since May the 30th, 1981. I have a few pictures to share. I'm going to share them at the beginning, and Victor's going to help me if I need it. And I'll talk about them later. It's distracting to have them there while I'm talking.
So there you go.
You can see that picture now?
Yep.
All right. So as part of my story, I was in the convent. And in the convent was where I reached my highest weight at 183 pounds. After I left the convent, I met my husband and we married. And after 7 years of marriage, we made a marriage encounter weekend. And this is one of the marriage encounter activities that we went to. And I was 163 pounds at that time. So at 163 pounds, I was posing in this bathing suit in front of a pool in Marble Falls. And I wanted an after picture. So in 1983, I had a picture taken at that same pool. I lost 40 pounds when I came to Gray Sheet. And this is my daughter, Carol, in the size 20 jeans with me because I lost 40 pounds and she weighed 40 pounds. My daughter took this picture in 2020 when I had a lot of hair. And this is the most recent picture that my daughter took. It really looks better than I do, but that's okay. I like it. So I would like to stop sharing the screen now. Okay, so my story doesn't change, so I didn't make notes. I kind of made an outline. I was on diets from the age of 5. My mother did the dieting for me until I left home, and I went to the convent. And in the convent, I gained even more weight. And so while I was in the convent, the first time I lost weight, I lost 50 pounds. The next, and in between all these losing weights, I gained it back. The second time in the convent, I lost 60 pounds. The third time in the convent, I lost 40 pounds. And I left the convent, married Joe, and started gaining, and went to Weight Watchers and lost 40 pounds. And I went back to counting calories, lost 40 pounds. And in 1981, when I came to Gray Sheet, I lost 40 pounds. So if you add all that up, you get 278 pounds. Plus, that estimate was plus 5 pounds a year. So anyway, that was that part. And then when we made our marriage encounter weekend, I wrote a letter that I like to read on my anniversary.
Yes,
This, in April 1981, my husband and I helped to give a marriage encounter weekend. During the course of the weekend, we wrote letters and shared with one another. In answer to the question, how do I think people see me and what are my deepest feelings about this, I wrote, I feel that people see me as overweight, and many wonder why I'm not trying to lose, why I don't go back to Weight Watchers or find a diet to suit me and get the ugly weight off. I feel they wonder what good I think the walking is going to do if I don't also try to lose weight by eating less. I think they say it's too bad. I could look so much better, and they pity me. I'm afraid the girls are ashamed of me and scared of looking like me someday. I think Joe accepts me and loves me and wants me to lose it only if I want to. He's willing for me to be fat if that's what I want. He won't reject me, though he fears for my health, and he pushes back any wishes he might have for a slender wife. My deepest feelings right now are about my weight. I have lots of fears about it. I fear becoming fatter. I fear lack of control. I fear over control. I fear being taken over totally by concern for food and diet. I wish I never had to think about it. I wish I could lose weight effortlessly and never have to think about it again. I know I'm on the right track by walking. I know I should eat slowly. I know I should stop when I'm satisfied. I know when I should eat only when hungry. I know I should avoid junk and refined food. I feel helpless to do any of this except the walking. I feel the need to pray and turn it completely over to the Lord. I beg of you, Lord, to decrease my desire for food, to regulate my appetite. I want to find the last diet, so to speak, which is a way of life. I don't want any temporary measures. I don't want to lose and then gain it again. I am in your hands. I cannot seem to help myself. Please help me, Lord. That was in April of 1981. In May of 1981, I came to GreySheet. It seems to me it was a direct answer to my prayers. And I entered into GreySheet completely from the beginning. I brought all the food for a week of a vacation, as if the place I was going had no grocery stores. I brought every ounce of food that I was going to eat. I really I got distracted with my own outline. So what it is like now, now is 43 years later. All along, I was so enthusiastic. I loved the way my body looked. I loved the way my body felt. And I was mad every time anything happened that didn't go along with my expectations. The first time I gained weight while abstinent, I was so angry. I said, I know how to gain weight. So anyway, I accepted that. It's called aging and it's called not exercising. So I added exercise. And then when I was told that I was developing high blood pressure, I was so mad. I mean, yes, people in my family have high blood pressure, but I'm not fat. Why should I have high blood pressure? Well, I guess it's inherited. I accepted that. You know, abstinence doesn't guarantee good health. Abstinence guarantees that you will be abstinent and that you will not be a slave to food, that you won't have food thoughts 24/7, that you won't have food cravings all the time. That's what abstinence guarantees. It doesn't guarantee that things won't happen to you, that you won't. I have been through many no matter whats. I broke my femur And I won't go into every detail of all these because I want to keep saying some more stuff. My daughters rebelled against everything we stood for with drugs and alcohol and sneaking out and all that, and then they just left home. These are all no matter what's that I was able to stay abstinent through. My parents died. My husband died. What did Ophelia, did you tell me?
5 minutes left.
5 minutes left. And I had breast cancer twice. And I have had ovarian cancer twice. And chemo that follows ovarian cancer is very debilitating. And, I stayed abstinent. One of the ways I know that I stayed, all of this is by God's grace and the support of the group. But one of the ways was I kept in touch with my sponsor at everything that happened. The first person I called when I broke my femur was my sponsor. And it continued like that. I always kept in touch with my sponsor. My sponsor regulated my food when I was on chemo. I think that is a really important part of my story. I've also been very active in the group. I think that doing service is very, very helpful to maintain your abstinence because you feel like you're a part of everything. So some of the ways I've done that, I've started meetings and kept meetings going by my presence. I've served as secretary, treasurer, member of the World Service Board, and now of the Southern and Central Intergroup. I was a member of the GreySheet committee. We met every, I forget how often we met, but it was for 2.5 years. I have a sponsor. I sponsor others. I attend 3 meetings a week. I have a home group. I have worked through the steps many times. I have been in the herd, part of the community. Those things, and of course, God's power, is what has helped me stay abstinent. I can't imagine another way to live. This is the way that I choose to live. This is the gift that God gave me, a way to live, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Thank you.